Hello, everyone online. Today we have our elections and treasurer positions that are going to be giving speeches. But first, for the first few minutes, I'll be speaking a little bit about what the club is doing right now, and then we'll get into elections. Remember, if you're online and you want to vote, please keep the camera on, your face in the camera, and please stay for the entirety of the meeting in order to vote. If you don't, our advisors are keeping track and your vote will not count. So just keep that in mind. All right. Hello, everyone. Today we have an exciting two positions that are running, the elections officer and treasurer. So we have some candidates running for that. First, we're gonna go into the agenda for a little bit. Jesse will be here later in the meeting. He has a football thing he has to be at right now, so I'll be covering for him until he comes. So first things first, I want to make clear is leadership service projects. They are due April 1st, and I know some of you have gotten a jump start and done that already. Good for you. But other people really got to get on that. Again, this is a mandatory document in order to be in good standing in the club. So if you want that cord at graduation, if you want to write this on your resume, leadership service project is not an optional thing. It's something that has to be done. To do that, go on the classwork tab, and there's a doc you can fill out once you finish the project, and you have to provide evidence that you did it. That could be a selfie, a picture of you doing the project, whatever that may be. Just make sure a picture is included and have that in by April 1st. Jesse wanted me to let you know that if there's a problem with getting your service project done in that time, just email him. His email is all over the classroom. So if that's a problem, just let him know. He also wanted to make it clear about PVSA and Honor Society hours. So for Honor Society, this only applies to the juniors, the people in my grade. The deadline to contact our advisors in order to verify your hours is this Friday. So that leaves you tonight and tomorrow to email them. Late exceptions will not be tolerated. We will not give you hours if you turn this in late. So if you haven't already, it's up to you to add up your hours from this year and last year and put it in an email. Your board members, your attendance people will not be doing that for you. It's up to you to add up the hours, calculate all the activities. I posted a doc about the student government activities that give you hours, so you can look at that and see what you did and calculate your hours. The advisors will then check your hours to make sure it's right. We can't have people exaggerating or anything. As for PVSA, that stands for Presidential Volunteer Service Award. That's not through Honor Society. Any grade, anyone can do it. You can get hours from student government for that. Again, it goes by the same document that's listed. So check that. Also, very important, if you want verification of your hours for Honor Society or PVSA, CC stands for carbon copy. So when you email, be sure to CC the advisors of those things. For Honor Society, that person is Stacy Russo, and her email is on the classroom. So please check the classroom. Ms. Kramer provided very detailed posts about how to go through this process. Please CC Stacy Russo, and then you're good to go, along with the email to the advisors. So you email it to the advisors, and then in the carbon copy section, write the advisor. Also, if you're going for PVSA, Ms. Kramer provided the email for the woman who runs that as well. So again, include her in the CC if you choose to go for the PVSA award. Advisors, did you have anything to add about that?
Hi, everybody. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It's on the classroom exactly how it should be laid out, and you should have your hours totaled. As Riley mentioned, have the correct contact person in the CC. If it's NHS or PVSA, I've given you the names and emails of both. And then what will happen is we will have your hours. We will verify your hours, and once we have verified your hours, we will reply all. So it will go directly to the person that it needs to go to, either NHS or PVSA, and you also will have a copy. Okay. If there are any questions, feel free to email any of the advisors.
Yeah, you're not going to say this, but
What?
Where's the button? You push it. Okay, Mrs. Kramer isn't going to say this. She's getting inundated. For some reason, her name is first on everyone's list. For tonight and tomorrow, feel free to email me or Mrs. Chow to get verifications. Okay, poor Mrs. Kramer. She's been running around like a chicken with her head cut off, okay? So if you're doing it today or tomorrow, send an email to me or Mrs. Chow.
And also, just to kind of sit tight. We can't, like, sometimes it's quick and sometimes, I have time to do it and we have time to do it. And sometimes you have to wait a little bit. But just as long as you email us by tomorrow, then you should be good to go. What we'll probably do when we come back is put something out on Classroom, like if you haven't heard back from us, then just email us again in case we've missed you or something like that happens. So there will be plenty of time for us to make sure that everybody gets their hours verified. We just, our deadline is our deadline just because there's so many of you in the club, and we want to make sure we have enough lead time to get to everybody and to verify everyone's hours. Okay?
Also for PVSA, if you're going for that award, the advisors will email back if our verification is, everything's accurate that you email to them. So just attach print out that email that's saying it's good, and then you put that in the hard copy thing that you're adding. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what the lady who's running it wants us to do. So just keep that in mind.
They're accepting.
They are?
electronic
Oh, okay.
verifications, yeah.
Okay, that must have changed.
Everything that I told you
Okay.
on Classroom is correct.
So PVSA is accepting
Okay.
electronic verification.
All right, so that changed. They are accepting electronic verifications.
What I would do is if you're sending for PVSA and they still are asking for the paper copy, just write in where it says student government that the hours have been verified electronically. Okay? This way you don't have to be making copies and go crazy like that. They know about it and they are fine with us verifying electronically just like we do with NHS.
This is Mrs. Chow. I spoke to Mrs. Tucker yesterday via email, and she spoke to Mr. Pickford as well, and everyone approved the idea of electronically verifying so that we don't have paper copies of everything right now. So you will get a CC, just like for National Honor Society, as Mrs. Kramer was saying, you'll get a CC'd email that says the hours are verified, and just make sure that you're including in the email the email address of annhtucker@gmail.com, which is the chairperson for Ward Melville High School.
Was everyone able to hear that in the back or no? Okay, I'm getting nods. Awesome. Okay, moving on to a more exciting topic. We have another town hall coming up, and this one we're lucky to have Ms. Petisic, our superintendent, and Mr. Scanlon coming. So these are people who are part of the central administration coming to answer all of our questions. Now, I think this is a great opportunity for us to ask questions about moving forward. I know personally, and many of you have come to me about this, we're wondering what's going to be happening next year with school. How is it going to look with everything going on? So this is a great opportunity to ask these questions. And after April break, we'll post a document, post a place where you can submit questions to. But you don't have to worry about that right now. Just enjoy your break.
April 22nd.
Yes, the town hall will be April 22nd. So definitely make plans to be there for that, because that'll be very interesting.
During no meeting time.
Yeah, it's on Thursday during the meeting time. Normal starts at 2 and everything. So now the next on Jesse's agenda is elections. So I'm sorry, he just told me that I was doing this meeting a half hour ago, so I'm a little discombobulated right now, but it's okay. Do we bring up the elections?
Treasurer first, so you can announce the treasurer.
Okay.
Once,
All right,
by that
and
time, we'll do elections.
okay, and now I present to you our elections chair, Megan O'Brien.
Okay, so first up for treasurer, we have Annie Calise for, treasurer.
Hello
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Annie Calise, and I'm a sophomore here at Ward Melville. I would like to run for the position of treasurer. I want to be on the executive board and fulfill the position of treasurer because after the past challenging year we've all had, I've had time to reflect upon myself, and it has reminded me just how important it is to be an active role within our community and to help in any way that I can. I have realized that as individuals, we have the power and abilities to make positive changes in the lives of people around us. Whether it's a simple wave in the hallway or by raising money for a good cause, we can make a big difference with even the smallest acts of kindness. Being on the executive board is a great opportunity that puts me in a position to do exactly that and more. It would be my pleasure to work alongside our club advisors, other executive board members, our student government members, and our community to help make a positive difference within our school and beyond. Being school treasurer allows me to delegate the money towards the causes that are important to our club members and to our community. It also allows me to help coordinate beneficial events that our club will partake in. I think I'm qualified and bring a lot of desirable attributes to this club. I'm dedicated, responsible, organized, a hard worker, a strong communicator, and a great listener who will always lend an ear. With these traits, I think I'll be a great addition to the executive board. If I have your vote, I promise to work hard every day to fulfill the goals of this club, to make a positive difference in our community, and to uphold the principles in which this club is all about. Looking back at all the things we were able to accomplish this year in student government, despite our circumstances, has reminded me that there's no stopping what we can achieve when we do it together. If given the opportunity to be our club's next treasurer, I intend to make good on my promises and will put in all the work and effort necessary to positively represent this club and its members. I appreciate your time and consideration. I hope to have your support, your vote, and I hope to be your next student government treasurer. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have Allie Knott.
Hi everyone, my name is Allie Knott. I am currently a junior here at Ward Melville High School. I am running for treasurer for the 2021 to 2022 school year. I have been a member of student government since 10th grade as well as a member of K Club and Spanish Honor Society. Ever since I joined student government at the beginning of sophomore year, I knew that I wanted to be part of the executive board. Being part of the executive board requires you to have several leadership qualities such as being responsible and assertive. One thing that I'm most passionate about is assisting others and providing individuals with the help they need. Throughout my life, I have encountered the chance to experience the position of being a leader. Being part of the executive board will allow me to have many more opportunities for leadership and will permit me to continue helping the community. As someone who has exceptional mathematical abilities, I believe that I will be suitable for the position of treasurer and will impact this student government in a positive way. I am also an extremely organized individual who ensure that everything is being managed properly and kept in order. With all of my qualities, I will be a beneficial addition to the student government executive board. As treasurer, I will assist in planning the fundraisers and spreading the word to make sure we can get all the donations possible. Once completed, I will ensure that the funds are handled properly and organized so that everything is successful. Lastly, I'm a very approachable person, so if you ever have a question or concern, you could come to me. I hope to be elected treasurer for the upcoming school year so I can demonstrate my leadership qualities to others and continue to help people on a daily basis. If I'm elected, I promise to be fully committed to the position and put in all the necessary work so we can have another successful year of student government. Thank you for considering me for treasurer of student government.
Okay, so last for treasurer, we have Riley McKay. Hold it up. Yeah, push it up.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Riley McKay, and I'm hoping to be your next treasurer. Throughout my life, people have always told me that in order to succeed, you need to stay optimistic and ambitious while trying new things. With that, I've always tried to challenge myself. So throughout middle school and high school, I've attended at sports, music, and all sorts of clubs. And I've come to the realization that giving back is my true passion. It is a feeling like no other when you give back to those in need. Last year, I decided to run for the social media officer of student government, and it's been the best decision I've made. With my position on the executive board, it is no doubt that student government has played a significant role in influencing the person I am today, and I'm eternally grateful for the lessons it has taught me. Throughout working with the executive board, I've gained a great grasp of what it takes to not only be a successful treasurer, but the inner workings of how a large organization like student government works. And if there's anything I've learned, it is that in order to be successful as a group, you need to work together and listen to everyone's voice. Through my social media position, I've been in contact with many of you who've had questions or concerns regarding student government. Next year, I hope to continue to utilize my position to make your voices heard. That is what I feel makes an impactful board member. It doesn't matter how large or small a role, every board member should be looking out for all students, especially student government members. My duty as a treasurer is to handle all the expenditures and transactions involving student government. With a year of experience on the executive board, I've watched firsthand what exactly the treasurer does. With that, I feel I've perfectly prepared myself for this role. I think it's safe to say that 2020 hasn't been an easy year for any of us. And it may not be easy to see from an outside perspective, but everybody is going through something, whether this be simply feeling overwhelmed with schoolwork or more life-dependent struggles. The stress in your life may be similar to COVID, in the sense that it may last 2 weeks or it may last a while, and that's okay. Over quarantine, just like all of you, I've had what felt like an eternity of time to think. And what I realized is that it's good to take a step back and look at the world around us. By conducting fundraisers such as Raffles for a Cause, we can truly make a difference in our community. With that being said, listening to others around you is needed and helping those struggling is necessary. But we all keep on moving forward and we will get through these tough times together. Student government is something that has helped me put my energy into something else. And I hope it's done the same for all of you. My goal moving forward is to create a space in student government that is welcoming, safe, and exciting. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity of holding the social media position, but I'm ready and excited to try something new. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, do you know, or you want me to tell?
Oh, do you want to tell them? Like, I know.
Okay, so we've heard from our 3 candidates for treasurer, so what will happen now is if you get your Chromebooks, your devices, you will get to vote. The ballot will be live in a second under elections in the classwork part. You'll have 5 minutes to vote, and then I will give you kind of a heads up when the 5 minutes is almost up. This is for you guys at home as well. I'll give you the heads up. And then in 5 minutes, the ballot will close, okay? Again, you're only eligible if you are here live. Anyone that's come in late, which we haven't in here, will not be eligible. You also must be a member in good standing, okay? All right, let me turn it on, hold on.
All right, voting has closed. All right, so I just have one quick important announcement before we wrap it up. So I've gotten this question from a couple people, like what happens if I turn in my leadership service proposal late? Can I still get back into good standing? So the answer is yes, you can still get back into good standing at the end of the year when we update the good standing list. So let's say you turn in the proposal late, like you still wouldn't be able to get back into good standing now to vote, but eventually in May, when we update the good standing list, you'd be able to get back into good standing. And we also wouldn't be giving you the points for the proposal form because you're handing it in late. Does anyone have any questions about that? Anyone virtually have any questions about that? All right, cool. We're good?
No, elections.
Oh, elections. Yeah.
Nope. She's here, so one of you is supposed
Oh.
to be doing this.
Am I supposed to say it? Okay, yeah. Next is for elections. Megan O'Brien.
Riley, you mind if I just like put it on here for a second?
Oh, yeah, you can.
I'll just like put it.
You can put it wherever you want.
Okay. So hello everyone, my name is Megan O'Brien. I'm running for the elections officer on the Student Government Executive Board. I'm running for a position on the Student Government Executive Board because I want to continue to help those in our school and community. I am very organized and work well with others, which will allow the club to run efficiently. I will continue to work hard on the board along with the other members to make the club the best it can be. I had the honor to be the elections officer on this past year's board, and this experience has allowed me to gain insight and valuable knowledge for this position. It also gave me experience working on the board, opportunities for leadership, and has afforded me the ability to collaborate with others. Having this position last year gave me the knowledge necessary for this leadership role and the work it includes. The new ideas and skills I will bring to the executive board include organizing new events and recruiting new members. For example, in order to provide all students with access to the voting process for the elections, I worked with the advisors to create an online accessible voting system. After the voting has completed, I will use this experience to reflect and enhance future elections. In addition, I will work with my fellow board members to create new and interesting activities and events for all students. Especially during this time of COVID, I showed how I'm able to modify, adjust, and be flexible. I will bring new ideas for the club and encourage more students to join. I will listen to the ideas you, the students of Ward Melville, have, that will make our wonderful school that much better. I have experience with the elections officer position and will continue to work hard on the board. Please vote for me, Megan O'Brien, for the position of the elections officer.
Okay, our second candidate for elections officer will be Jaden Vidala.
Everyone, my name is Jamie Vidal. I'm proud to be running for the position of elections officer for student government. I'm running for this position because I believe I can make a major difference, positive difference on this community. I believe we have done a lot of good things together, especially during the times we have faced, and I believe we can definitely increase that. Even though the elections officer is not a major role, in fact, this is probably the biggest role with us, but being a board member has other roles that just any board member has. For instance, I'll make sure I can take attendance well and do all of those things required. I believe I'll be good for this position because I've had past experience in leadership before. I've served as the captain of various debate teams and as the vice president of Model UN before. So I have experience organizing and leadership. I also believe I'm good for this job because I do not do that many clubs, and student government is the club I put the most dedication to. I've helped out with the light parade, book drives, various other events. This is why I believe I can be the best elections officer this place has. And thank you, and vote for me for this election.
All right, voting is about to go live. You guys have 5 minutes to vote for elections officer. All right, voting has closed for elections officer.
That's
it. And that is it for today's meeting, guys. Please exit social distance and see you guys next week. Actually, not next week, in 2 weeks.
Hey, have a good break.
Everyone is virtual can log off. See you guys.